GGRC.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of GGRC. I'm RC, and today we're going to be doing a quick save review for Super Crome Bullet Purgatory. It's a very interesting little title there. Love the stark white logo and everything going on here. So just so you guys know, before we even get started here, this is in early access. As you can see, it says version 0.14. This game is very, very early in development. I just got a code for this last week, and to be quite honest, I wish I would have been recording my round of this that I was playing right before I started recording, because I had a good one. I got up there pretty high in the waves. I think I'm placed in like placed 24th or something, somewhere around there at this point. Not the top 10. I managed to get around, I think it was like 10,000 something points or whatever. But basically what this game is it is a bullet hell shooter, an old school space shooter, where everything is procedurally generated. Everything is kind of randomized. So the only thing so far that I've noticed that isn't randomized are the bosses. I've only seen 2 of the bosses because it's as far as I've been able to get. But the boss at the end of Wave 10 and the one at Wave, is it right? Wave 15? I don't know. We'll find out here when we play. But I've only seen 2 of the bosses, and they've been the same every time I've gotten there. But let's jump in here. We'll just jump right into the game. We don't need to see the tutorial or anything. I kind of explain it as we go. So when you jump in here, as you can see, like I said, very old school looking. You start with Wave 1, and here you go. You got the spaceship here, and the spaceship can shoot. One of the features of the spaceship that I really, really like about this game is that it can dash around. And that is something I think is very, very cool. I love that I have all this open space here to dash around and get away from bullets. You can actually dash right through bullets. It's not really an issue. Now, like I said, from what I could tell, I believe this is supposed to be randomized or procedurally generated. The enemies will change every time you play the game. And this game is going to be, I just realized, going to be incredibly hard for me to talk about while I'm playing it. So you see, these enemies just in the second wave already are pretty difficult. And that's what I've noticed with this game. I've had 2 good runs on this, and everything else has been like I'll die before I even get to the first boss. It's pretty steep level of barrier to entry for the difficulty. You'll notice that in the top left corner we have a color there. We can actually switch that to red or green or gray. And they all do something different. So the gray, we're gonna go collect those. I guess we don't need them yet. We'll show the green first. So if you use the green, you actually get little ships around you like this. But as you can see, it totally, and they die quickly, just as you do. And yeah, see, they're already gone. But they will help you shoot enemies. Oh, jeez, that was a terrible round. Terrible round to show this game off. Barely, didn't even get close to the boss. Let's jump into retry real quick. So here, you get to see the green guy shooting a bit here. There we go. The more you have around you, the more they're going to help you shoot. But they get killed very, very easily. So if you use the gray is actually a charge-up shot, like that you can use, which is pretty fun. And the red is, I think, the most interesting. It sort of shoots out this, like, scatter shot, where if you have a lot of enemies sort of condensed next to each other. Oh wow, that was all Wave 2 was. Now we have an asteroid field. These asteroid fields, you just gotta dodge the asteroids. There we go. And I believe you do get points for shooting the asteroids as well, so keep that in mind. But as you can see, wow, that is a lot to keep track of on the field when the asteroids are white and your ship is white. It's like, oh my god, there's a lot going on here. Alright. Finally made it to Wave 2. I thought that other one was Wave 2, but I guess not. There we go, take these guys out as quickly as we can. So if you have a bunch of enemies up front, there we go. See how the red shot was dashing around going after enemies? That is pretty helpful when they are jumping all around all over the place. See, as you can see, some of the waves, like it's randomized, so some of the waves are very easy, some of them are very tough. That first game I was playing, you could tell it was very, very tough to deal with. I've noticed that the purple guys seem to be much harder to deal with than some of the other characters I've run into. As I've gotten further into the game, obviously you're going to run into more difficult enemies there as well, but these purple guys take a lot of shots. There we go, take that guy out. And not every enemy is always going to drop a refill for your energy. One of the other things I notice enemies do not drop are lives. It would be really helpful for you to gain a life like every 5 waves or every 10 waves or something like that. Have the bosses drop one, I don't know, something like that, because having only 4 lives through the whole thing can get pretty tough. Alright, that's a good spot to shoot one of those. Also, sometimes stuff on screen gets so frantic that I forget that I can dash. So that's one thing you're going to want to keep in mind the more you play a game, the more you play this game and go through the waves, is that you can dash through not just enemies, but asteroids and bullets that could hurt you and stuff like that, and you could take them out, which is pretty sweet. Oh, here we go. So here's the first boss. So I'm just going to use up my abilities here. So as you can see, they're going to shoot the green shots here. We could dash around, get away from them. And we're going to switch back over to gray here. We'll go around here. We are going to use our charge shot on this guy and take him out. Boom! There we go. Okay, we got him. Let's get our... Whoa! Still shooting at me, huh? Even though you're exploding? There we go. We lost the ship, but that's okay. We'll use our charge shot on this guy. Luckily, no matter who you're shooting at, it's going to take the same life bar down. Now, from what I could tell, I guess what we're killing here is a couple of eyeballs. And then the second wave sort of adds a nose in the middle that shoots boogers or something. I really don't know what the hell I'm actually fighting right here. But it is a very interesting battle that you're going back and forth between characters. I don't know if you noticed that, but if you look at the letters there, that guy's shooting out 3 question marks there. And originally he shot out the word die, so... I assume we are, you know... Everything we're fighting against in this game, there he sent by, which is kind of funny. We're just fighting really angry aliens and monsters in this game. They want nothing to do with you. And I guess I could understand why. Everybody hates humanity. Everyone hates the human race. One of my things with this game as well, in addition to the lives thing, like not being able to pick out extra lives and that kind of thing, is the fact that I never really know if you look at the top green bar whether I can actually summon a dude or not, or if I have enough power to actually use like a charge shot or whatever. I wish there was like a little indicator on there that lets you know that. I know that the design of this game is going for very simplistic, very like, you know, 8-bit, if not, you know, lower than that style of art, which is totally fine. But just a few indications to know when I can shoot one and when I can't. So, like, now I know I can do one because I have enough, and now I know I can't. It's not enough, but, like, there's a certain threshold at the very bottom that I think there needs to be, like, a line or some kind of indicator that's like, hey, you can make one of these guys now if you want to. That would be very helpful. Same would go with the other indicators, obviously. Okay. Now, you may also notice that our shot has changed as well. We're now shooting out 2 beams next to each other. Two laser beam things there. Which is pretty cool, because you're not just shooting in a straight, you know, single file line anymore. But I'm not quite sure why that happened. It's not spelled out in the game, really, why you got the change in the shot. It's another thing that I think the game could probably do better in indicating to the player as to why, you know, it was upgraded. Is it a certain score threshold? Like, what is it? Actually, since I got up to past 10K, I know that there is another type of shot that I got previously. Oh, jeez. Oh, man, that was a good shot right there. There's another shot that I got that spreads out in all kinds of different directions, which was really cool. But I don't know why I got it. I don't know. Like I said, it's got to be a score threshold, or maybe it's a wave threshold. I really don't know. After a certain wave, maybe you just get a better shot. I'm not sure, but I just wish the game would give me an indication that was just like, you got, you know, the wave 8 up, you know, beam upgrade, or you got the, you know, 4K beam upgrade. Just some little indicator in the top. Some kind of notification thing would be really nice. And we got these, like, space ghosts shooting at us here. Not to be confused with the 1970s space ghost, right? Wave 10. Oh man, that's a new enemy I haven't seen yet. These little missile guys. I definitely haven't seen them yet. I'm gonna dash through them, though. A dash can be very helpful, being able to, you know, blast through enemies and stuff like that. Where are we at? Alright, I think we got a boss here to take care of. I think this should be the cyclops. Yes. This boss I really like. Reminds me of Andros from Star Fox, which I'm sure is what we're going for here. But I think the fight itself is just like a very good put-together fight here. There's a lot of shots to avoid, but there's a lot of other crazy things going on, too. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna dash around over here. And the main head, when it spits shots out at you, will give you all kinds of different crazy patterns, which is kind of cool as well. I like that the hands go to the sides and, you know, they do the mock shooting of the gun at you, which is kind of funny. Yeah, right there, you notice that that red, you know, power that came up from killing the first hand actually went right to our ship. I'm not sure why that is, like, and why this one didn't. Like I said, it's early access, it's early in the game. I don't know if it has anything to do with... There we go, charge shot. I don't know if it has anything to do with the early programming or anything like that, but... See, like right there, those flew over to me, but I'm not sure why. Is it a chance thing? I really don't know. But either way, here we go. Wave 11! I'm glad we're having another good round here so we can show off not most of, but a good portion of the game here. You got to see the two bosses that I have seen so far in this game. That is as far as I have gotten. Blast through some of those ships there. Or shots. Ships? Ships and shots, I guess. Up here. Okay, we got some of this. There we go. Boom. And grab that green. There we go. We're at 7,900, so even though I've made it up to where I was previously as far as waves go, my score is definitely not reflecting where my score was previously. Not that that's a huge deal or anything. Alright, we got a couple of these guys we can summon here, so let's get them in. I don't have any of the other stuff I can use just yet. I'll try to keep these green guys alive as long as I can. Lost one of them. Dash through. Who's next? Okay, take this guy out. At least one of them. There we go. I think the little green guy actually took that guy out. Alright, where are you? There you are. There we go. Those ghost guys, man, they are difficult to deal with. Woo! Took out the green guy, but I still got my lives. Don't die. Oh my god. I can't believe I survived that little altercation there. That was a close one. Oh no! Let's try to take that guy out. Green, we don't have anything. Gray, we don't have anything, it would seem. Take out this floating owl with headphones, whatever he's supposed to be. There we go. Wave 14. This may be the furthest I've been in the game. Interesting that it's the furthest I've been in the game, but not my highest score. There we go. Take him out from the back. Let's just attempt to. There we go. There we go. See, right there. So it must have been hitting 10K, I guess. That gave us the spread. So you can see that we got the completely different shot now. Ooh, man. I thought I was dead on that one. Woo! Yeah, there's all kinds of power-ups to pick up there, but I cannot get over to them. Oh, jeez. So many bullets on screen. I cannot. Okay. Oop. Trying to get those. There we go. Summon the green guy. Let's get him in here. There it is. That's wave 15. So there's one every 5. Okay. And who do we got this time? Calamero. Oh, it's like a big version of one of those Space Ghost dudes. Alright, he's lost all his friends. So he shoots all kinds of crazy stuff. Look at all this. Oh my god! Yeah, that's a death. Oof. Alright, I got one. What happened? I didn't even realize I got hit. No! No! But I did beat my previous high score. As you can see, I'm now at 17th place with 11,545. And that is probably going to be as far as I can get, because this game is tough, guys. It is a tough little game. I think it has a lot going for it, to be honest. I feel like if the developers can just keep cracking at this and keep adding lots of cool stuff to it, you know, keep the original old school feel of the game and everything, because when you boot this up, it does really feel like an NES game to me. It feels like one of those games I would have got on, you know, a Friday after school when my parents were like, okay, you can pick out, you know, one NES game to play for the weekend that we'll bring back Sunday night, you know, and, you know, I get home from school, I finish my homework, and we go to the rental store, and I pick out this one, and that's what it feels like. It feels like one of those games that I'm playing on a Friday night, you know, having pizza and soda and playing a game while my parents are watching a movie or whatever they rented, you know. So it definitely brings back those nostalgia memories, and it's a good feeling for sure. So I really want these guys to keep focused on this game and really make it shine, because I think there's a lot of potential for this game to be a ton of fun, because I'm having a lot of fun with it already. And anyway, that is Super Crome Bullet Purgatory. I'm gonna have a hard time saying that one. Super Crome Bullet Purgatory. Such a crazy name. But there's the game, guys, and I'll see you all next time on the next episode of GGRC. See you then.
GGRC.